because they said, oh, you know, I hope your, you know, bus breaks down, you know, because it kept breaking down, and this was wintertime, very cold, snow, and he jokingly fired back and said, well, I hope your plane crashes, and it did. It did, and he carried it with him forever. Okay, so I have no idea if anybody even enjoys these videos, but I wasn't even planning on doing a video today, and I'm sitting in the school pickup line waiting on Presley to come out of school. So I tried to show you guys what I picked up today at Goodwill, because of course I went to Goodwill. And we also went to the London Vendors Market, which is, if you're new here, it's pretty much just like a flea market, different vendors. So Goodwill. Okay, so let's start off with showing this. I paid $2.99. I already took the tag off it. I paid $2.99 for this. It is a camp. Now, I've used these in the past. I've actually done a video where I cooked a steak with the last one I purchased at Goodwill. It's a camp, little camp cook set, pretty much. So the handle folds down and it latches onto, you know, the lid here. And this, you can use it as like a plate. You can use this as a skillet. It has the little handle, which is pretty cool. And inside nests this little cook pot, I guess you could say. Obviously, it looks like someone used it over a fire. That's what I'm going to do, use it over a flame. Pretty cool. I like how it nests together like that. And I also picked something else up that is able, I already tested it, it is able to nest in here. So it's pretty cool. We're going to get to that here in a minute. But yeah, it all nests together. Well, if I do it correctly, it all nests together. Should be like that. It latches on and that ain't coming off. So that's pretty cool. $2.99, can't beat it. Next up, we have this pretty cool thing. It is a Bluetooth box, like a punching thing. So you can sync your phone to it, which I've already done. It works and everything. And they'll light up these little things and you punch it. And when you punch it, another one will light up. And it's like a little boxing training thing. So you can do music. I'm not going to do music because I don't want to get copyright. So, see that? See that? See that? See what I mean? Hope you're able to see it. So you can like pump up the speed. Like I said, you can do Bluetooth. You can turn the volume all the way down if you don't know volume, and it would just do like a, yeah. So $4.99 for this, not bad. I already took tag off. Although there was another tag on it from, that's like the old style Goodwill tags, $4.99. So someone that bought this must have bought it at Goodwill, and Goodwill, surprisingly enough, price matched with what that sticker said. Usually Goodwill will throw on a higher price sticker and they'll leave the old one on. But yeah, it has Velcro where you can put it on a wall. $4.99 for it, not bad at all. Next up, we have this, I don't know, it's brand new. It has like some Japanese writing on it from like Japan or China. I don't know. It's a, this is $1.99. It's a like winter, because winter's coming up, and it's like a little winter ski mask thing. And if I'm out like in the cold, like if I'm camping or whatever, like this would be pretty cool. So I don't know. It's Elangsu. I don't know. Okay, $1.99. Can't beat that. Next up, we have some books. Now, first off, we have Sadie Robertson. You may know her from Duck Dynasty. I really enjoy listening to her podcast. She's really big into Jesus and really enjoy. So I didn't know she had a book out. I know there's a bunch of other Duck Dynasty books out, cookbooks that I do have, and I didn't know that she had a book. So $1.59, not bad at all in my opinion. Next up, you know I love some Jeff Foxworthy. Red Ain't Dead. 150 more ways to tell if you're a redneck. Love Jeff Foxworthy. It is a little tore up in the back. $1.59 as well right there. Love Jeff Foxworthy. I mean, what can I say? You know what? Let's go through a couple. Let's just flip to a random page. You might be a redneck if you say, I heard that more than 3 times in a 2-minute conversation. You might be a redneck if you know how to milk a goat. You might be a redneck if everything you want at the fair is hanging from your rear view mirror. Let's look at my rear view mirror. Okay, so I am blocking my child's car tag. It's for like the pickup, school pickup. So they'll know, like, it's like the system. It's like Car Rider Pro. It's a system so they know like who's the order of the children to let them out of school. So I'm not going to show the barcode. But we have Bigfoot air freshener holding a pack of beer. We have Bucky air freshener. And then we have Bucky. Bucky right here. The air fresheners are like long gone on scent. I mean, they lost their scent. These things are long. This is years old. I got this probably last year. But yeah, that's what's hanging on my rear view mirror. Not gonna lie, those ones are kind of lame. I love Jeff Foxworth's stand-up, blue collar. I love the blue collar movies. Love them. I love his just single stand-up. He's really funny. He does some pretty clean comedy too. So he don't just have, you know, dirty jokes, you know, here and there. But he has a lot of really clean comedy. But yeah, love Jeff Foxworth. Let's do one more page. You might be a redneck if there are antlers nailed to the outside of your house. You might be a redneck if you've ever left Santa Claus a PBR and a Slim Jim. You might be a redneck if your parrot can say, "Open up, it's the police." I don't know. I mean, I love Jeff Foxworth. I do. He's really funny. Definitely one of my all-time favorite. Probably my favorite comedian of all time, in my opinion. Jeff Foxworth, can't beat that at all. Next up, we have this. Now, it is brand new. It had a bag with it. I think I forgot the bag there. Because I was taking it out to make sure it all worked and everything. It was just like the plastic bag that, you know, stuff comes in. It wasn't like a reusable bag or anything. It's a sinus inhaler. Now, my sinuses are so screwed up. So you can see, like I said, brand new. Still has the twist tie on it and everything. It's just what I said it was. It's a sinus inhaler. You put some water here at the bottom, and it has these, once again, brand new, never used. These little, they're soothing vapor pads that you insert into here, and I can actually smell vapor already. I can smell them from these. But yeah, very, very strong, and my sinuses are pretty bad, so hopefully it'll help. You're supposed to put it on like that. Oh, damn it. Come on now. So basically like a steamer, which I already have a face steamer at home. Bought that at Goodwill too. Pretty much that, but this like gets up close and personal. Like where you're getting it straight into your sinuses. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Crane, it has a low, high setting. Now, after doing some research at Goodwill, I saw that they do have cordless ones. So I don't know. You got to make do with what you got. I paid $4.99 for this. I have really bad sinuses. I get sinus. I've talked about in my videos. I get sinus headaches. So hopefully this will. I don't have any right now, but hopefully, like when I do get sinus headaches, they're bad. They're terrible. So hopefully this will help me out. Next up we have, well, this is the same thing that I told you that nests perfect inside that one thing. This right here. They nest in it. So I don't have friends. It's just me when I go out to the woods, the wild, whatever. We have some now this one is not Stanley. We have some Stanley shot glasses. Stanley. There's 4 of them. They're metal. Stainless steel. Stanley. Now this one, I don't know the brand of that. I don't know the brand of that. TCOC. Not sure the brand of that one. It kind of, it sounds familiar, but I'm not, yeah, I don't know. They were with this, so $2.99 for the bag. They had the freaking bag stapled, but that's why it's all tore up. $2.99, Stanley. Now, when I did do research on these, it's actually missing. It comes like a little Stanley, like a little thing, and it opens up, and it's like a Stanley party pack thing, and I don't know. I thought the cups themselves, I don't drink alcohol or anything. I don't smell, I don't do anything. So I thought it was pretty cool just to have them because they're Stanley. I have me a Stanley cup right here. And yeah, so I don't know. I like Stanley makes great product. I talk about them in my videos too as well. I will go ahead and show you guys that they do nest. I don't know why I lie about it, but they do nest in there. So you have that there. Actually, maybe they would go into here. They nest into here. And then this goes down. Now it's going to look like, oh, that ain't going to nest. Because look at that. Oh, it does. Just watch. Just watch. See that there? Boom. And you have a party pack right there. So if you got friends, you can cook up a nice steak. Like I said, I've already cooked up steak on something very similar to one of these. You can booze it up if you want. I mean, you got a party pack right here. So I'm going to keep it actually together just like that. Last but not least, the final two things that I got at Goodwill. We're still going to go over the stuff that I got at the vendor's market. Final stuff that I got at Goodwill. First up, Elvis Presley cassette tape, $1.59. Not bad at all in my opinion. Yeah, no, I love Elvis. I've always been a lover of Elvis. Even before the hype of like the new generation. I say that like as if I'm like a freaking old dinosaur. I'm only 28 years old. I was born in 96. I'm talking about the stupid abomination of the movie that they came out with a few years ago. Terrible movie. I made it up until they started doing rap. They added a rap song in the beginning. So that was not very far into the movie at all. I don't care how good the actor may have done. I just didn't get the 50s vibe. It was supposed to be, Elvis when he was a kid. When they throw in, I think it was Nicki Minaj, the rapping car, I don't know who it was. But that was terrible in my opinion. Like I said, people may say, well, Austin Butler did a great job acting. And maybe he did. I don't know. I'm never going to know. I don't really care. That movie was an abomination. I was a fan before that movie came out, and I have proof of it. I literally named my daughter Presley after Elvis Presley, and she's 6 now. And that movie's not 6 years yet, so. I'm proud to say that I named my daughter Presley before that abomination came out. I have no ties to that movie. That's not, because I know a lot of the younger generation, that's what got them into liking Elvis, which is fine. But me personally, as an Elvis fan, abomination of a movie. And then we have $3.99 cast iron pan. Now this cast iron pan is made in the USA. I say that specifically because you gotta watch it, because I'm in cast iron groups on Facebook. I'm in all kinds of groups on Facebook. That's all I really use Facebook for, is groups. Love Facebook for the groups. But this, you can just tell it's very sleek. It's not rough at all. Like some of them ones where they'll say like made in China, made in India, you gotta watch those because they say that there's lead. Like when they go to make them, or when they were making them back in the day, whenever, if they're like made in China, a lot of them contain lead. Because like they pour the molten and there's lead and everything mixed in. So they say you got to watch those. Made in the USA, like this thing is very clean. And like I said, it is super, super slick. Like there's no, like Lodge, I know Lodge. This could be a Lodge. It's unmarked. It says, I believe it says 7.5 or half. It says something half right there. I'm not catching it. Inch skillet, made in the USA, and then there's a 7. I believe the 7 means it's 7 inches across, because it's pretty small. I mean, you could fry a nice egg in this. Speaking eggs, I plan on doing a video. Now, this is like a little sneaky, I'm telling you guys. Nobody knows about this. No one's going to believe me, and that's fine. I don't really care. I have never eaten an egg. Now, I'm not talking about brownies, where you bake the egg in, and frying chicken, because I fry chicken all the time at home, my favorite food. I'm always, whisking the egg into the dredge. I have never taken an egg and ate it, like cooked it on stove and ate it. Never done it. I plan on doing that probably this winter when we do like some camping. So we could probably use this pan for that because it's a perfect size. I don't think I would probably like scrambled eggs. I know for a fact I'm not eating a hard-boiled egg. Those things smell so damn nasty. They smell rotten. Stinks up the whole house, a hard-boiled egg. Ooh, I know I will never, ever, ever, mark my words, I will never eat one of those. But a fried egg, I think I might like that. I think I might. I don't know if I like the yolk. I don't know what any of it tastes like. I know people are not going to believe me, but I'm serious. I don't know why I'd lie about that anyways. I have never eaten an egg. I don't know how I'd feel about scrambled. I don't know. I think like the smell of an egg cooking, a fried egg, like the smell's not bad. I grew up as a picky kid, pretty picky. So very, very picky. I'm a lot better now. It's just I've never had an egg. As a kid, I was like, no, I'm not eating that. And as I got older, like now, I just never really thought like, oh, I'm going to eat an egg. So we're going to do that, but I want to do it on video. Like that's a big deal for me because I'm like, oh man, seriously, almost 30 years old, I'm 28. I've never eaten an egg before. We're going to do a video on that. So I think we'll use this pan. This pan is only $3.99. I think we're going to use this pan to cook an egg. We'll do it out in the woods, you know, on the burner. We're going to do it. I probably have to be really heavy on salt and pepper. I don't know. I've never eaten an egg. I like flavor though. So we'll have to make sure we have some salt and pepper. But yeah, this is a very beautiful pan. It has Z. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. It has a Z right there, and it says 7, made in the USA. I'm going to do research on this. It's just I didn't care to do research at Goodwill because I know it's a good quality pan. It's made in the USA. If it's not like an unmarked Griswold or Wagner, it's Lodge then. It has to be. I think it might be Lodge. But I do know of like the top names out there from back in the day. Griswold. I have a Griswold pan. I have at least one Griswold pan at home. Wagner's a really good one, Sydney Wagner, and yeah, Lodge. Lodge still makes cast iron, but they have that stupid rough texture, pre-seasoning they call it, but it's so rough. So rough to the point where people will buy Lodges and they'll strip that seasoning off and they'll re-season themselves. You can tell that this is a very well seasoned pan. That's the whole point I'm trying to get at. This thing, amazing. I'm surprised they only had $3.99 for it because they usually have more expensive price tags. Like I saw the other day, they had it was a made in China one, or it was either India or China. I think it was made in China. And they had, I think, more than $3.99 on it. If not more, it's like around the same price. And this is an actual USA made good stuff. And then, okay, so that's my stuff from Goodwill. I don't have a whole lot of stuff here from the vendor's market, but let's just dive right into it. We're going to start with this. I started to open it up because I was going to put it on my Stanley. So this is we found these at Goodwill yesterday. Now my straw is like stained here at the top from Code Red. I know it's kind of gross. I don't know if you're noticing that or if I just called myself out. I don't know, but yeah, okay. So it's a straw cap. We found a bunch of straw caps yesterday at the Corbin, Kentucky Goodwill. It was like $4.99, but it was like they were all Nightmare for Christmas. I've never fully watched Nightmare for Christmas, but my daughter likes it. So I put 0 on mine because black and yellow, my favorite colors. But today at the London Vendors Market for only $1. Now I saw some of these on Amazon. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to get them on Amazon. I started opening it, like I said, but I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a video. I'll show you guys. Because I'm doing nothing else. They're straw caps, but they're freaking cowboy hat. Look at this. A freaking cowboy hat, straw topper. Now there's a pink cowgirl hat right there. Presley will probably like that, actually. But I'm going to use the brown one, of course. Oh, look at that. That is so freaking cool. Look at that. That is awesome. And then when you take a drink, take it off. I have Pepsi in here now. But the other, I've been drinking a lot of Code Red through it. That's why the straw, yeah, gotta clean that. That is awesome. And they were only $1. $1. Now, I don't know what these things are. I think this is just like a bracelet. I don't think it has anything to do with Stanley. It has 2 C's on it. I have no idea what this is all about. But yeah, so might as well say like 50 cents per one. $1, can't beat that at all right there. Okay, next up, vendor market stuff. We have a couple of books. We have Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights. Now I have the audiobook of this. I got it. I got it like on a free credit, like when audiobook. I think that they like gave me a free credit or something. I don't know. Audible is what it was. And I ended up using the free credit that I got on this, and I never did listen to it. Not that I don't like Matthew McConaughey. He has a very relaxing, soothing voice. But I found the book. It was $3.95, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and get it, because Walmart's still selling the book. And yeah, I really like him as an actor. Really love him as an actor. Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused is definitely one of my top favorite movies of all time. Great actor in that movie. Okay, and then this other book I got, I couldn't really find much of it when I Googled it. It's called Big Si, A Kentucky Mountain Man. And I gotta hurry up. It's 2:56, so they're gonna be sending the kids out. I gotta be quick. Big Si, Kentucky Mountain Man, $1.95. I was like, I'll go ahead and get it because, I live in Kentucky. And I couldn't really find much about it. Next up, we have 2 cassette tapes. We have the Greatest Hits Collection by Brooks and Dunn, and the best of Conway Twitty. Love Conway Twitty. Hello Darling. Hello Darling is actually on here. So good stuff here. Brooks and Dunn has pretty much all their good hits from back in the day. My Maria, Boot Scootin' Boogie, Hardworking Man, That Ain't No Way to Go, Neon Moon. What else? Brand New Man. A lot of their really big, what's called the greatest hits. So good stuff on this. And then other media, $1. Oh, and these were $1 each. I don't know if I mentioned that, $1 each. I'm just trying to be quick because they're gonna be sending the kids out. $1. I thought it was pretty cool. The Glory and the Passion of Jesus. It's a 2 DVD set. It says over 6 hours of informative and educational programming. Thought that was pretty cool. $1, can't beat it at all. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about these the most, but so that's why I was saving for last. Okay, so I got 2 records here. Now there's a pretty cool vendor at the London Vendors Market. You got to think it's a bunch of vendors all in one pretty big building. So these were in the 2 for $1 section. And we have Connie Francis and Bobby Darin. And I'm like, first of all, I love Bobby Darin too. Somewhere beyond the sea. I'm not a good singer, but love Bobby Darin. Connie Francis. I love Connie Francis. Rest in peace, Connie Francis. She died last month, a couple months ago. I love Connie Francis. Stupid Cupid, Vacation. Love Connie Francis. Rest in peace. She died a few months ago. It was a couple months ago she died. Very recently. Love Connie Francis, and pretty unfortunate how Bobby Darin passed away. If you didn't know, he had heart problems, and he pretty much knew that he went in for open heart surgery, and he was told that he don't have much time left, so he knew he was dying. Very unfortunate. Last but not least, we got Ritchie Valens. I love Ritchie. I know I keep saying this, but I wouldn't buy the records if I didn't like the people, okay? Let's just get that out there. Ritchie Valens. Love Ritchie Valens. La Bamba, great movie. Unfortunately, he had a very young, tragic passing as well. Very young, much younger than Bobby Darin. And he was, I believe, 37 when he passed away. Ritchie was very young. La Bamba, definitely check the movie out. Based on a true story. It's based on their lives. Big Bopper, Ritchie Valens, Buddy Holly. I love Buddy Holly. I know I've talked about Buddy Holly in the past. Love Buddy Holly. He's the reason why I like to get these style frame glasses. I've always liked the bigger frame glasses. I'm not saying these are quite like his, but they're pretty close. I love Buddy Holly, I do. Ritchie Valens, I never see him in Goodwills. I never see Buddy Holly records in Goodwills either. In fact, there was some Buddy Holly records. There was 3 of them technically that I saw at the same vendor as this one. Buddy Holly Lives sealed, $14.99. And then they had another one. I can't remember the name of it. It's Buddy Holly as well. And then they had another Buddy Holly Lives, the Crickets. I think it's 20 greatest hits, 20 golden hits. $9.99 it was opened. I went ahead and got just this one because budget cuts, guys. I'm not made of money. So I hope to go back and get them someday, but they'll probably sell. I never ever see Buddy Holly vinyl. I never see Ritchie Valens, but I'm big fan of Ritchie Valens. Like I said, La Bamba, Come On, Let's Go. Good stuff. This has all the good ones. Donna. Oh, Donna. And We Belong Together. Really great stuff. Love Ritchie Valens. I hated leaving the Buddy Hollies behind, but like I said, budget. They were $14.99. What I'm not saying is, and this was $8.99. So very, very great price. Like I looked it up on eBay, not to resell it, but to see like the value. And it looks like the line is moving here soon, so I got to wrap this up. But the Buddy Holly, not saying it was like a crazy price, is pretty fair. Really fair. $14.99 for both of the ones, and the one was $9.99 that was opened. Maybe I'll go in there sometime and pick them up, but just today wasn't in the budget today. I'm trying to watch my spending. Truth be told, I am. I really am. I know it don't seem like it, but I am. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Definitely, yeah, definitely. I don't know if they did a movie on Bobby Darin. I'm not too sure, but Bobby Fuller, he was another one that had a very, very tragic passing. Very, very tragic. Now, I know there is a book on Bobby Fuller. I don't know if they did a movie. I have to ask my mom, but Bobby Fuller, he very, very... Buddy Holly covered his song, I Fought the Law, and I fought the law and the law won. I love that. No, sir, I really am a big Buddy Holly fan. Love Buddy Holly. In fact, Presley loves Buddy Holly too. She likes these musicians because of what I play in the car. When she was younger, what I'd play in the car, what I still play in the car. The line is moving, so I got to wrap this up. Definitely check out the movie La Bamba, though. Telling you, it's a really, really great movie. Very, very tragic. Airplane crash, killed Buddy Holly. Killed the pilot, too. A lot of people forget about the pilot. The pilot tragically passed away, too. All very young. But the plane crash killed Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper. And the pilot. Like I said, I know a lot of people overlook the pilot, but he fatally passed away, too. I would love to go to, I think it's Clear Lake, Iowa, I think it's called. I would love to go. It's where the plane, is it Clear Lake where the plane crashed, or is that where the ball? They performed their last concert at, my memory is very foggy. I think I'm in school line right now. I'm trying to keep moving. The Surf Ballroom, I think it's called. There's videos online of really good YouTubers, Grim Life Collective, they went. And that's where they perform. And they had the telephone where Buddy was on there talking with his wife at the time. And he was super sick. And no, it was Ritchie. I don't know what I'm thinking. Ritchie was talking to his wife, and he was very sick. Watch the movie La Bamba if you have not watched it, or I'm telling you, great movie, amazing movie. And they had the telephone there that he actually talked to his wife. And he was very sick. Because they were touring with Dion and I love Dion and the Belmonts. Love Dion and the Belmonts. They were touring with them too, so they were at the show. And they did coin toss, and Ritchie won. And I believe it was, I'm gonna butcher who it was. It wasn't Waylon Jennings. No, who was it? Was it? Someone said to Buddy and them saying, I hope your guys' plane crashes. Said it in a joking way because the bus was broken. The bus kept breaking down. Watch Dion. He has a documentary on YouTube. It's a really good documentary. He talks about all this. But it lived with him forever when he said that. He said, because they said, oh, I hope your, bus breaks down, because it kept breaking down, and this was wintertime, very cold, snow, and, yeah. And he jokingly fired back and said, well, I hope your plane crashes, and it did. It did, and he carried it with him forever, he said. Carried it with him forever. So, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm about to pick Presley up. Definitely check out La Bamba. Good movie. Really great movie.